questions. We'll start with Ryan and then go to Mike and then go to Wes after that.
Yeah, Chad, just what was kind of going through your mind in that crazy seventh inning? Is obviously gave up the solo homer and then a couple crazy plays and defense and miscues.
Yeah, so I mean, I still kept my composure. As a pitcher, throwing strikes is your job, and you're going to miss every once in a while. And a couple of times they made me pay for those mistakes, and that's what a good team does. But just keeping my composure and trusting the guys behind me is all I really could do. Just try to do my best for them while they do the same for me.
Chad, when that guy hit that liner, the bottom of the seventh, right over you, what was your thought? Do you think that was in center field? Do you think it was Max? I mean, where were you thinking?
Yeah, so when he hit it, I thought it was a lot closer to me than what it probably was. But as soon as that it didn't get in my glove, I didn't really know where Max was playing. But I kind of assumed that it was getting to the outfield.
Yeah, Chad. I know nobody ever really wants to give up a home run, but sort of the odd solo home run here or there, is that sort of a trade you're willing to make for the way that you attack the strike zone and just really don't walk guys?
Yeah, it's part of the game. My job is to fill up the strike zone, and do my best for the team. And what is best for my team is throwing strikes. And like I said, when you throw strikes, you'll miss every once in a while. And good teams like Florida, they'll make you pay for those mistakes. And just proud of the way that the team had my back and kept fighting in the box and keep scratching some runs on.
All right, Jordan and then Ben.
Chad, you talk about that composure. How much easier is it to kind of just be composed when you've got an offense that seems to respond to every offensive rally that Florida had tonight?
It's so much easier. The guys, they work so hard, and they know what they're doing up there, and they're composed as well. So seeing that and seeing what they can do really gives me a better chance to stay composed and do my job when I don't have to worry what they'll do, because they'll handle it.
I'll take one more for Chad. Go to Ryan.
I totally told us about how you're unmuted than him. How last week you were a little upset when you got pulled there in the fourth inning. Just how good did it feel today that he had that confidence in you in the seventh inning to keep you in the game?
Felt really good. Last week didn't go as planned, and in this game of baseball, not everything will go your way, and you just have to accept that, have a short-term memory, and move on. And so tonight was a chance for me to prove who I am. And so just for him having faith in me and letting me grind that inning out was big for me and gave me even more confidence.
All right, thanks, Chad.
Thank you. Thanks, gonna give it to you.
We'll finish with Evan Russell. All right, we will start with Wes and then go to Mike and then Sean.
Evan, Tony said that, with some of these big hits that you get in big spots, that confidence is just a big part of that, kind of how you have a kind of an unwavering confidence in yourself. The way that things went for you the first maybe 6 weeks or so of the season, did that confidence really never waver, or did it start to waver a little bit at times?
Of course, there's times that it does waver a little bit, that's the human nature, but, I enjoy the big moments. I don't go, I'm not going to end the year and be like, man, that was a cool homer in a midweek, no offense to the midweek teams, but, these are the moments that I enjoy. These are the moments that, I'm going to look back on and be like, yeah, that was one of my cooler moments as a Tennessee Volunteer. So, that's the one thing that I don't really fear these moments. I enjoy being in the box in a big spot, whether it goes good or bad. I enjoy having the opportunity, and, I got to thank my teammates for putting me in that position. And, we grinded away, and lucky for me, I was just the one that that got the spotlight tonight.
Do you think you got enough of that ball in the eighth after kind of a few hard hit balls were flyouts? And was that X going to give it to you a bet between you and Chad Dallas, or what was that?
I mean, I did kind of get into that one, but Chad's a character, man. He's funny. He's one of our best guys in the locker room, and him signing off to DMX right there, that just shows you that my man he's out here living life and having fun.
And the homer in the eighth, did you think you'd gotten enough of it given the long flyouts earlier in that inning?
You know, I was sitting there talking to Gilbert as we're running in, like that ball that Hickey hit was, you know, he kind of pieced it a little bit, but luckily the wind was in our favor tonight opposed to them, you know, late in the game. So I think I kind of just got it up in the jet stream and it took off for me. So, you know, I got to appreciate the park that we play in.
Evan, how good was it to see Dallas and Sean just bounce back after their performance last Friday against Alabama? How great is it to see that for your teammates?
You know, a good competitor, they're not going to get knocked down twice in a row. And, you know, Chad Dallas, he's got as good of stuff as anybody on our staff. And, you know, he's a competitor. And, you know, seeing him come out and throwing that well against a really good lineup, you know, it's always nice to have him on the mound. And, you know, seeing Big 3-2 jog in from the bullpen, you can do nothing but smile knowing that he's going to come in, fill the zone, and he's a hard guy to hit, and he's had success. And, you know, having them two come out and compete, and, you know, I wouldn't have it any other way.
All right, we'll go to Ben next and then Ryan.
Yeah, Evan, Chad kind of sets the tone for the pitching staff on the mound. How much does Liam, just kind of with all he's going through right now, set the tone for the lineup?
You know, I actually have been talking to Liam a lot about two-strike hitting, you know, because I think he's the best two-strike hitter in the country. And, you know, I think he does set the tone with his two-strike and his two-out approach. You know, I think it's big league. And I think anybody in our dugout can learn from him. And just watching a guy like that have success and, you know, with the talent and, you know, the humble character that he has, just looking at him, anybody in our dugout should be able to look at him as a role model.
Tony said here just before that you have unwavering confidence. Has it felt that way? Have you been unwavering confident throughout the season, kind of earlier when you had some struggles?
You know, I've had my days where, you know, it doesn't feel good at the plate and, you know, the confidence isn't as high as it should be. But I feel like my best attribute as a player is the confidence. You know, I'm not going to be able to have the power that some of these guys have in the league, or I'm not going to have the, you know, the speed or the hands that some of these hitters have. So I feel like I use my confidence as a strength. And, you know, sometimes my confidence leaves me, but whenever I get it back, I feel comfortable in the box. And, you know, I got coaches in there that are constantly giving me confidence. So hats off to them. And, you know, hopefully it'll stay.
All right, we'll finish with Wes and Mike.
Yeah, Evan, I'm wondering, you know, the way that y'all just battle with two strikes, the way that you just extend innings and extend at bats, can you get a sense that really does frustrate the opponent? Because it just seems like, you know, 2 outs, 2 strikes, it doesn't matter. Like y'all are just going to stay up there kind of swatting away.
You know, it started out the season, we kind of had a hard time with 2 strikes, but I feel like now that we're getting in our rhythm and getting in a groove, you know, I think we take pride in seeing a lot of pitches and being tough outs if we do get out with 2 strikes. But you know, I think pitchers can kind of get irritated with how many pitches we see after 2 strikes, and obviously the pitching coaches don't want their pitchers to get their pitch count raised, you know. But I think we got a lot of competitors in this lineup. I think we have a lot of guts when it comes to not going out without a fight. And I think it shows with the 2-strike approach.
Evan, what's it been like the last weekend and the start of this one, seeing what Logan Steinter's doing? I mean, going from, you know, no SEC at bats to just playing really well and hitting really well.
You know, it's good for him and good for us, you know, with Liam going down with a hamstring injury, you know, he's kind of hurting from that a little bit. And that's why he's in the DH spot. But you know, having a guy step up in that situation, that shows you how hungry he was sitting there watching some good baseball. But that shows you that he has confidence and he has no fear to step up in a good spot. And, you know, it shows on the field. And a guy like that, you know, it's good to see him grow as a player. And, you know, it only helps us as a team whenever he succeeds too. So, you know, it's a win-win situation.
Thanks, Evan.
Thanks, Evan. Appreciate you.
Thank y'all.